Hi there, my name is Sola, and welcome to the AEVA video guide. Today I'm going to be walking through how to set up your AEVA. First things first, you have 8 plant sites on each side. Right in the middle is our light shade, and right there is our cabinet. Let's take a closer look. That is our drain, followed by our reservoir, and inside the reservoir we have the pump, which is connected to the supply line. That black drain should always be inserted inside the reservoir at all times. On the left hand side we have our timers connected to our power bar, and inside the cabinet as well we have our GFCI cable, and the starter kit for us to get started planting our seeds. The first thing we're going to do is that we're going to follow the supply line up to where it meets the T. The T is where all 3 connections meet, and we're going to make sure that they're all pushed in properly to avoid any sort of internal leaks. To add water to our reservoir, we're just going to pour right from the top there, and we're going to make sure that the water in our reservoir is always above the minimum level. You receive a set of Vega A and Vega B nutrients with your starter kit. To get started, we're only going to add 20 mils of Vega A and 20 mils of Vega B to the fresh reservoir, which is equivalent to 2 capfuls. Now it's time to plant our seeds. Looking at our starter kit, we're going to notice we have the dome, (16 peat moss plugs), our set of nutrients, our starter seeds, our grow grid, the bottom tray, and this wooden sleeve. In order to plant our seeds, we're going to first open the packet. Grab the peat moss plugs and plant some seeds into the peat moss plugs. At Just Vertical, we recommend planting 3 to 5 seeds at a time. You might have some extra seeds left over, but that's just to increase your chances of germination in case the first set did not germinate. I'm then going to push my peat moss plugs into my grow grid and make sure they're properly secured in there. And I'm going to repeat this process for however many other plants I would like to. Now I'm going to fill my bottom tray with some cold water. Make sure you're using cold water and not warm water. Warm water can destroy the plants. Then I'm going to place my grow grid inside the bottom tray filled with cold water, and I'm going to let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes so that the peat moss plugs can soak up the water. After 15 to 20 minutes, I'm going to take out my grow grid that has my now soaked peat moss plugs, and I'm going to discard the cold water. I'm then going to place my grow grid back into the bottom tray, and then I will grab my seedling dome and some warm water and spray the interior of my seedling dome. A pro tip is to make sure that you soak the peat moss plugs and spray the seedling dome twice a day. I'm covering my seedling kit now and making sure that the vent stays open. I am then going to place my seedling kit on the bottom trapezoid piece of my AEVA, which is the best place for germination. Our pump is already connected to the power bar, which is connected to some quick connect cables, and the black box, which contains all the programmable data for our pump. So no need to do any other thing there. For our lights, we however do need to do a little bit of setup, so I'm just going to grab the light timer, unplug the lights from the timer, looking at our light timer, it comes with a 24-hour day setting. The dark shaded areas indicate nighttime, and the light shaded areas indicate daytime. Each segment indicates 30 minutes, and up means off and down means on. I like to make sure that every single segment is placed down first, and I can go ahead and select the times I want my lights to go off by raising the segments up. For this example, I've chosen from midnight to 6 a.m. At Just Vertical, we recommend 18 hours of light on and 6 hours off. Looking at the bottom of my timer, I notice a relay switch. I want to make sure that that is always pushed to timer on, which is on the right side and indicated by the clock, as you can see. The timer can only turn one way. And now using the arrow, I'm going to set it to the current time, which is about 3:30 p.m. I'm then going to plug that back into the power bar. Inside our cabinet, we also have a wall anchor and a set of screws. And if you need to anchor your AEVA to the wall, you can do so by making use of the wall anchor and its screws. Just make sure that the larger circle is placed on the AEVA. In order to bring life to our AEVA, we're going to grab our GFCI cable and we're going to grab the power cord from our power bar. We're going to connect the power cord to the GFCI cable. And we're going to connect our GFCI cable next to the nearest wall outlet and press the reset key. After a couple days in your seedling kit, you're going to notice some germination. Once your plants are about 1 to 2 inches tall, you can take them out and transplant them right into the pod of your AEVA. Make sure you push the peat moss plugs as far in as they can.